Last week, Donald Trump doubled down on his support of the Second Amendment following his assassination attempt, while at the same time, Kamala Harris and Elmer Fudd Walz said that when they win, they were going to pass universal background checks, which is a registry, an assault weapon ban, which is a made-up word, but it's ARs and AKs, and red flag laws. And I did a video a couple weeks ago, Floating Above, where the GOP dropped the verbiage they used to have in for defending the Second Amendment to a more narrow approach. Watch that video if you don't know what I'm talking about. But today we have Donald Trump's 20 core promises he promises us, the American people, if he's elected to be President of the United States. Where does the Second Amendment rate in Donald Trump's 20 core promises? Before I do that, I want to thank the sponsor of the video, that's Lear Capital, and I want to share some exciting news with all of you. You guys and gals know I've been working with Lear Capital for a long time. They're a trusted name in the world of precious metals investing. Well, recently, Kevin McDermott, who's the founder of Lear, assisted the FBI in a nationwide gold theft ring by providing key info that led law enforcement to saving millions of dollars for customers. Now, I choose Lear to help educate my viewers about strategic needs to own gold, and it also protects you and I against the enormous financial challenges we face today and likely will for years to come. Lear's taught me that hope is not a financial strategy. Gold is a strategy. So if you don't own gold and you want to, I recommend you call the good people over at Lear Capital, 1-800-260-5075 or leargg.com. Ask them the tough questions. Get their free information. They'll be happy to speak with you and help educate you. There's no pressure to buy. They'll answer your tough questions, guys. And if you click the link down below in the description, you can watch the FAQ video I did with Kevin, where he answered questions that some of you sent me. And if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend you watch it. 1-800-260-5075 or leargg.com. Thanks to Lear Capital for standing by this channel, especially when I do hard-hitting videos like this one. Now, like I said, the GOP dropped what they used to have as part of their platform for the Second Amendment. It used to be worded a lot stronger than it is now. Again, watch that other video. But here are the 20 core promises that Donald Trump is giving to the United States citizens, just the citizens. So if you're watching this, you're not a citizen, so are we. But this is what he's promising us if he's elected. Number 1, seal the border and stop the migrant invasion. Number 2, carry out the largest deportation operation in American history. Number 3, end inflation and make America affordable again. 4, make America the dominant energy producer in the world by far. Number 5, stop outsourcing and turn the United States into manufacturing superpower. Number 6, large tax cuts for workers and no tax on tips, which is something that Cackle and Kamala just copied to try to earn some love as well. Number 7, defend our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our fundamental freedoms, including freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the right to keep and bear arms. Now, I'm going to give him props on what he said. Believe me, nobody has hit him harder than me on all of the dumb stuff he's done on the Second Amendment. I've hit him on his take the guns first, due process later. I've hit him on the Chevron deference that he kind of pushed his DOJ and the ATF to use to go after the bump stocks, which they eventually used to go after pistol braces, to go after redefining frames and receivers, to do everything that they've done. It all stemmed from his presidency. But he's changed his tune, from what I'm told, from people very close to him. He knows what he did was a mistake, and the people who advised him to do that, I think I've been asking them to call those people out, but we'll see. But again, this is what he said just last week.
Did the fact that somebody used an AR-15 gun at all change your impression of people's access to that weapon?
No, I didn't. Look, if you take away guns, she wants to take away everyone's gun. If you take away guns, can't do it, because people need the guns for protection. Now, entertainment, they want it, hunting, they want, different things. But they need weapons for protection in this country. People live out in the woods and they're not going to have a gun. If you look at some countries, I don't want to get them in trouble, but some countries have actually gone the opposite way. They had very strong gun laws, and now they have gone the opposite way, where they allowed people to have guns, where in one case they encouraged people to go out and get guns, and crime is down 29%. And remember this, what is the toughest gun law in the United States? Chicago. On July 4th, 117 people were shot and 17 died. The toughest gun laws in the United States are in the city of Chicago. You know that. They had 117 people shot. Afghanistan does not have that. It's not going to change because it's really ultimately not about her as much as about her policies. She wants open borders. She wants to defund the police. She wants to defund the police. She wants to take away your guns. Anybody that thinks they're not going to come after your guns, you know, when I was president, I totally protected the guns. And I think it's very important. And I know I take some heat sometimes for it, but you have to have safety. You have to have, when the bad guy walks in with a gun, you got to have some way of protecting yourself. And boy, that would be, you would see crime go up at levels that you've never seen. When people say on this side of the house, this house has guns, we will use the guns, they say, let's pass, we'll go someplace else. You have to have them. And for 4 years, and you know, as you know, the NRA endorsed me very powerfully every time I ran, every time. My sons are members, and I guess indirectly I'm a member too, but they gave me the strongest of endorsements, and that's against very strong competition, people that, you know, felt the same way. No, you have to have that right. Our Second Amendment is a very important right, and it has to be protected.
Okay, let's continue on. Number 8 is prevent World War III, restore peace in Europe and in the Middle East, and build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield over our entire country, all made in America. 9, end the weaponization of government against the American people. 10, stop the migrant crime epidemic, demolish the foreign drug cartels, crush gang violence, and lock up violent offenders. 11, rebuild our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. 12, strengthen and modernize our military, making it, without question, the strongest and most powerful in the world. 13, keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. 14, fight for and protect Social Security and Medicare with no cuts, including no changes to the retirement age. 15, cancel the electric vehicle mandate and cut costly and burdensome regulations. As somebody who loves muscle cars and sports cars, I'm all behind that one. 16, cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, radical gender ideology, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content on our children. 17, keep men out of women's sports. 18, deport pro-Hamas radicals and make our college campuses safe and patriotic again. 19, secure our elections, including same-day voting, voter identification, paper ballots, and proof of citizenship. I think we can all get behind that one. And 20, unite our country by bringing it to new and record levels of success. Now, like I said, I've hit him pretty hard on his Second Amendment actions. He's starting to address that. We'll see what happens as we go forward with this election. But I will say, and I've given him props for years on the videos I've done where I'm hitting him hard. By far, best president we've ever had as far as running the country like a business, where we have a GDP, we have an income, we have expenditures, and trying to fix what's been so far out of whack. No one person can do it in a 4-year period. Let's be honest. Like, every president has added to the debt one way or another, because what they do to change one thing is going to cause something else to go out of whack, but maybe not as out of whack as the thing they were changing. We'll see. Let me know what you're going to do. You voting for Donald Trump or not? Is what he is saying after he got shot in the face good enough for you to say, you know what, he's learned his ways? And I'm saying that specifically because a lot of my viewers have changed their views on Tulsi Gabbard. Just did a video on that the other day, where she's actually voted in Congress against the Constitution, but she's saying the right thing, so people have given her a second chance, saying, you know what, it's possible for people to change their mind. Well, are you willing to give Donald Trump the same lifeline? Let me know what you think down below. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. And if you're going to be at Goals this weekend, Knoxville, Tennessee, GOA. You can check it out. It's gunowners.org/GNG. You'll learn all about it. You can get your tickets there. It's going to be great. Nice convention in Knoxville, Tennessee. Look forward to seeing you all there. Take care.